Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Hardspace Shipbreaker, where I was looking at what was left to do here, and I thought, you know what? I'll just chop the rest of this ship off camera. They don't need to watch that. But then, as soon as I spawned in here, Hal starts talking, and you know what? I guess the recording ought to be on for that in case this is like meaningful plot movement. So, okay, let's get to it.
Great today, guys. I'll be honest. I'm looking at the reports, and this operation can do so much better. When I look at all of you, I see some very talented, hard-working, and extremely capable bodies. The problem is your minds. You're getting in your own way, tripping up on your individual wants and needs. Embody the company mind. Think of yourself as a physical extension of Lynx Corporation. That's how we'll succeed. Okay? Tomorrow, everyone take 5 before the start of the shift and really become part of the company, yeah? Rose out.
Salvage deposited.
Yeah, because you know what we all got is an excess of minutes in our day, so... I've always kind of wondered about people like this who come across as like true believers in the corporation. Like, most of them are just grifters, right? Most of them are just they're saying things they don't believe to take advantage of you. But it's probably not all of them, right? And some of the ones that I have encountered in my life have been convincing, I'll say. So I don't know. What makes a person's brain act like that? How do you convince yourself that that's the world you live in instead of, you know, reality? Do we have... That's all just busted. These are storage bins, but they're in here sideways. Okay, that'll work. I really do wish you could just like grab something by its edge, but you do not get a lot of choice over how your gun grabs it, and then pulling it by its edge, like it should rotate here. When I'm reeling, the bottom part should be pulling toward me, and that should get it through the door. So there's a med kit in one of these rooms, but not a suit patch, right? Is this a special radio station that you only get when your helmet's damaged? Yeah, I guess it was. Weird. What a decision.
Applying credit.
Yeah, anyway, our health is fine, so... Unless I find a suit patch kit in here somewhere, which I don't think I'm going to.
Salvage accepted.
I think we're just out of luck. Oh, cool. That's still happening. I had hoped we were over it. So I guess one thing I could do... I wonder if it would make sense to maybe cut away the floor under a group of seats and just dump that whole floor panel rather than stripping each seat individually, because it's a lot of pulling. This is not what I grabbed. Did I grab it? I grabbed a thing that was through that wall even, somehow. This equipment will do whatever it has to make our job difficult.
Salvage deposit registered.
Which I guess is, you know, that's a real corporate feel. Okay, storage bins. Remarkably valuable, incredibly dangerous. How did that storage bin deal damage? I didn't even... Okay. To hell with you.
Salvage deposited.
Oh, I wish they weren't so valuable. Oh yeah, our grapple's damaged because it was at 77%, and I didn't have any repair kits left, and I realized you can only apply the repair kits in the hab between missions but you can only buy the repair kits during, or between shifts, I mean. But you can only buy the repair kits during the shift. So you can't, there's no version of purchase it and use it immediately available to you, which is
Deposit secured.
a wild decision on the developer's part. It doesn't feel like it could possibly be, you know, to make a point or anything, because what would the point be? It's definitely not like it doesn't feel like a company restriction. It feels like a badly implemented system, which is presumably not what they wanted. Okay, that's the access panel above. Is that above the radiation filter that we pulled through the bottom? And this is the one that we've had to pull through the top. Okay, so this is a problem. We do have a situation in here. Oh, wait. How did that... That's the ECU panel. How did it even get in there? Huh. Let's try to draw components out of here slowly, one by one. I don't exactly know what's sparking, but I do know it's going to be able to harm us.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Okay, it's that. Never mind. We do, in fact, know what is sparking.
Salvage secured.
I wonder if the reactors get, like, progressively more dangerous as the meltdown process proceeds. Alright, there's nothing really in here except for that at this point, so... Oh, I think it's actually the battery pack that is the problem more than the computer terminal. Come on. Alright.
Salvage accepted.
Maybe we just leave that battery pack in there. So I think pretty much all that's left is furnace. The radiation containment unit itself should come off, although I don't exactly know how to effect that. It's probably not valuable enough. We should try it though, right? So it's the whole bottom plate. We can disconnect it a little bit. Does it have... Okay, yeah, we can chop all of the beams, I think. We have to at least try it once and see how valuable it is. Okay. That didn't actually work. Well, no, it sort of worked. It's just stuck, it seems like. Ah, shit. No.
Deposit accepted for prompt.
Access panels 25. The containment unit itself is way more massive than I was expecting. Yeah, I guess that's pretty fucking huge, actually. Completely ignoring the physics of the tethers to drift into the wall. Okay. We'll get an idea here presently of how valuable that is. And aside from that, I guess there's the other one. But aside from that, I think all we have left is to just furnace this big thing.
Object accepted for purpose.
Okay, the containment unit's worth 300,000 credits. That is, in fact, worth pulling. Yeah, I think the problem I was having was not that it was still attached. It's just that it's way, way harder to move than I was expecting. May as well, because I'm going to refill my tethers when we go back to the thing anyway. All right.
All right. You got 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter, before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
May as well pull the fuel. That's furnace. Aha.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
We still have to get the ECU out. That's the thing I need to not forget.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Yes, I also thought I was going to take my head off with the terminal.
Secured. Credits awarded.
I think given everything, it's a perfectly reasonable concern.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
All right, let's try to salvage the storage bin. Every single time I have to pull a storage bin, my life flashes before my eyes. Fortunately, I think a lot of this stuff, like, we could pull a door panel toward ourselves as fast as we wanted. I don't think it's massive enough to do any damage.
Applying credit to account.
That other door console didn't get... There it goes.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I was not expecting it to slow down very much. All right, let's pull the ECU, and then I think the rest of this thing just goes in the furnace. Got some food I don't give a shit about, some lights I don't give a shit about. Yeah, all right. Are any of the rooms in here... Let's see if any of the panels are, like, trivial to remove. I guess we can cut the floor panel out pretty easily. It's this one, right? This wall should come right off.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Oh, you're still connected to the wall.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
Okay. Like, this is a tiny bit of processor pipe, certainly not enough for me to give a shit about. Yeah, I think it's all in.
Salvage secured.
So here's a question. Will a single tether even move it? Probably not, right? Yeah, I'm probably going to have to slice this thing a little bit. It's too big. All right, well, let's go back and refill. Oh, gosh. I'm not going to get it done in the shift, am I?
Welcome to Vintage Run 9000. That's 1 minute left, Cutter. You're in the middle of something. It's now on time to skedaddle.
Yeah, shit. I don't really want to... I mean, it's not going to fit through the mouth anyway. What am I doing? All right, so we would need to do another shift on this if I want the final reward. I mean, is the move just to... Yeah, that's the scrapped one. We could eliminate the frame along the midsection, maybe? Maybe. Yeah, I think that would be the plan. We can do that pretty quickly, so it really does feel like a terrible waste, but it is 65 links tokens, and I kind of do want to I do want to finish it. All right, this is probably financially the wrong move, but we're gonna finish it. We'll chop that thing real quick, and then we'll move on to the next one. Hopefully, one that is as interesting as this one has been.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Today's weather report: clear and sunny, with a high of -270 degrees.
Actually, what am I doing? We're just going back out there. We know it. And I assume I probably have to gain another rank or two before we get access to Has 9. Wait, what do I... Oh, there's a tiny piece of thermal spreader. I mean, I guess may as well.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Okay,
Applying credit.
so here's where I was cutting. Half of this thing is probably still way too much. But we'll see. See, that's what I was afraid of. We do need these vertical struts to stop existing.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Okay, so... looks like we got all the exterior supports, which means that the wall panels in this line should now just not be attached to anything. However, clearly did not actually work. Oh, it didn't actually... Okay, I guess we're going to have to go through and make sure we sting these. Yeah, the thing didn't do the job at all. So for whatever reason, it works way differently on this part of the ship than it has worked in all of our previous examples. And we do need to burn these because they're holding the floors to the walls. Okay, we don't necessarily need to destroy the panely bits. Yeah, look at this. How did it do such a bad job? Okay, so I guess the lesson we've learned here is that the saw only works the good way on cut points. Is that... Can't tell. This is... Yeah, this is also holding the ceiling to the wall here. It really sucks. Alright, is this... This thing is completely burned out. We can see all the way to the barge. That thing's burned out. Okay, so now... There we go. A little bit of leverage. And the thing slides into two pieces. And the fact that it moved when we did that with that little force suggests that we will be able to start moving it perhaps slowly, but I just needed to kind of move. It is moving. It is moving. It's slow, but it's moving. Okay.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Here's the thing about laziness. It is its own reward, and don't let anybody ever tell you different. Also, I totally spaced on refilling our suit capacity, and it looks like it just refills automatically at the end of a shift, which is good to know. Now, this piece should, in theory, move faster, because I believe we did sort of a 60-40 cut there. I did not cut it cleanly down the middle, because cleanly down the middle was not a realistic option, given where the long panels were.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
All right, and yes, I'm gonna let the furnace god have the ladder. I know. Ooh, I missed an airlock console on that door that I just ripped out. That's right, there were interior airlocks that I probably just wasn't very thorough. Is that battery pack still... Okay, they want to barge it. If we can grab it safely from this distance. There we go. It wasn't even worth any money. I'm just getting rid of it, I guess. Deep, deep into the furnace god's embrace. Go forth. Just gonna tend to these a little bit. At some point, the initial tethers are going to run out. I'm trying to give these a little bit of longevity. Ooh, yeah, we've lost a lot of tethers here, actually. To be perfectly honest with you, the amount of total bar value that's left,
Accepted.
I'm very disappointed with the amount of money that all of this internal structure is worth. That's pretty satisfying to watch, though. Oh no, not that thruster fuel.
Tools have been met. Rewards maximized.
Do love to maximize. I mean, a reward is good, but basically anything. Just, I love to make a number, do the thing where it goes upward. Should I carve off part of this ship? I mean, like, my feeling is once it gets close enough for the furnace to pull it, that's going to take care of everything. Because the furnace will force a corner in, probably. And then once the pieces of it start getting melted, its shape will be such that it will, it'll continue to get drawn in and continue to get melted. And my assumption here, well, I can't lay a tether that is considered legitimate to save my life. My assumption that is that if I try to do pushes, I'm going to be somewhere between no effect and shoving myself backward with incredible force. I do so hate it when a good tether becomes red for no reason. Let's see, you're not colliding with anything. These are pretty straight lines. It seems so arbitrary, doesn't it? Like, sometimes a tether's fine, and then another tether that's exactly like it will be not fine. There seems to be a lot of rhyme or reason to it. Are we still moving? We might be stuck. We're definitely not collided. Anyway, we could cut the back bit off here. Let's try that. Because, like, it is moving. It doesn't need to be a lot lighter, but clearly it needs to be somewhat lighter.
Salvage is destroyed. Don't do that.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, well, I broke off some of this. Also, may as well, right?
Cutter, shift clock says 5 minutes left. You know what to do. Weaver out.
I can't believe that didn't... Come on.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
I mean, obviously, we got the last reward. If I don't get this piece in here in the last 5 minutes, we will not be doing another shift on this.
Material accepted.
Oh, apparently that right there was exactly the amount of mass it needed to lose to really start cooking. Contributing force.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Yeah, that was weird. As soon as those two small panels were detached, it accelerated by like 200%. All right, I mean, I'll take it. Yep, and there you go. See, bits of it are going to start cooking off and making it easier to fit. And oh, cool. We unlocked Mini-Me for the 17th time. All right. I really was not expecting that to take anywhere near that long. Oh, right. Let me,
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
I don't know, just buy like a bunch of these.
For your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for
It's wild that there's no indicator on our screen anywhere for how many of these we have.
your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your
All right, that'll keep us going for a while. Yeah, it's truly bizarre that, that there's no on-screen indicator, even when you're at the panel buying repair kits, of how many repair kits you have.
Hello Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
Okay, I bought 68. That'll keep us for a while, yeah? Even with me spending them aggressively. All right, so 19 to purchase this, 18 to purchase that, 18 to purchase our thruster pack, which seems like an important one. And I guess at this point we can start, like, we have most of the things we actually care about. Oh, here. This stuff I care about. Upgrades to the demo packs. So at this point, we could start buying the durability drain stuff. Can be disarmed. Disarming is easier. I don't think I care about that so much. So we use our cutter a ton. Can we... Yes, we can still do this. Can we take one on the grapple as well? Yeah, all right. And I don't think we have anything else terribly pressing going on, so... Yeah, no new messages. Still need a rod. Sorry to cut you off there, Shippy. All right, let's go find one. Scout patrol craft, which does not have the thing we're looking for. Okay, there's good stuff here. Gosh, these are these gecko cruisers are the valuable ones, huh? This has rods. This only has pistons. Fuel tanker. Right, these are fun. Class 2 reactor, ECU, all the stuff we need. I wonder if these loading tips are like context sensitive. I wonder if this only appears if there is a data drive on the ship or something. That would be kind of a neat way to do that. Okay, so first things first, just a quick fully pressurized front section. Fun. 4 section, I guess. Seeing pressurized airlocks back here. Okay, the whole ship is fully pressurized. What a wonderful and enjoyable time this is going to be. Okay, we do have a generator as well. That's a problem. Worry about that later. I guess let's hit the airlock and get in here.
Airlock depressurizing.
We could probably just shoot that airlock door off right now. Just deal with the problem right there. What's it going to do? Wrench itself free from the middle section? I should be so lucky. Oh, the atmosphere regulator's in an area that has no door though. So that's actually... Oh, never mind. This is a door console. So the ECU area we can depressurize safely, but out here we're probably just completely doomed, right? If we put this into... Is the atmosphere regulator... Yes, it does show up on this view. So, just have a quick look around here. Oh, hey. Look who it is. That's not a rod, that's a piston. I was deceived. Alright, I think we are going to have to perform a little explosive decompression here. My preference would be to breach the outer room. And I think I am going to do it exactly like I said.
Airlock depressurizing.
If it wrenches itself free from the frame in the middle, it's actually like a fully positive outcome. Also, for being a fuel tanker, this thing really is not carrying very much fuel. Now, this could damage the ECU, I suppose. Guess we'll find out. It's true, I did destroy a door. Burning out the whole door all at once rather than opening up a slit is, I think, a pretty good way to to really hasten the process and not have anything try to get sucked out through a tiny slit in the ship, and as such, probably it causes less damage overall. That would be my expectation. Is that yeah, that's a radiation access area below us. Okay, well, we'll worry about that in a minute. So, yeah, the plates around here are a solid ring, but this is nothing we haven't seen before. This is very doable. The position of the airlock is a little awkward, but we can totally use this. This will work just fine. I would prefer the airlock be on basically any other surface of the ship. But what are you going to do? There was a little, that atmosphere, or that airlock was still pressurized. That's on me. Although, honestly, that worked out pretty well for us. All right, let me kill these. Yeah, I should have depressurized that first. My mind was elsewhere. It's a good thing this isn't the kind of job where making small mistakes can have very serious consequences. How'd that panel go?
Credits deposited.
Ah, there we go.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Draw the tether on the thing I'm pointed at. There we go. It's always got to be difficult. Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Actually, with the only airlock being on top and this room being right here, I wonder if I am going to have space to get the airlock out. Well, we can do like the reactor out, rather. We can do like we did before and try to slide one of the rings. Okay, I think this. I think this ring should be free of the structure now. I mean, we may as well detach them all. Okay. So actually, sorry, the panels that make up the rest of this ring should be things we could just float free then once we've actually got all the cuts. Feels like I maybe don't have all the cuts. Because there's the gap at the top, right? So... okay, there we go. Could y'all be careful? Please, please, please be careful. Get away from that. That's not ideal either, but it'll work. Alright, so the filter just goes to the barge. Ooh. Those things are a little nerve-wracking to deal with, honestly. Okay. I'm going to turn that off. Frankly, it having rotated in the particular way that it has rotated has solved the problem for us. This'll work just fine. So let's pull a set of plates off of here that will get us reasonable access. Okay, easy. So we pull the thruster and then should be pretty easy to deliver.
Salvage deposit registered.
Cool. Reactors are easy.
Credited.
Let's
Salvage goal
disconnect the ECU in that way that I so love to do. Even though we are going to get yelled at for it. And then we'll just take the panel off, right? This has been working so far. This thing's no longer functional anyway, and we're going to disconnect. Oh, right. This is actually... Shoot, this isn't going to work. I could just delete that whole back panel, I suppose. That doesn't seem like the right solution.
You got 5 minutes remaining in your shift, Cutter. 5 minutes. We were out.
All right, there we go. In theory, there we go. This is kind of a furnace panel, but it's going in the processor because I don't care enough to cut it away. What are we having problems with here? Okay, there we go.
salvage registered.
All right.
Transferring credits.
That's going to tip pretty dramatically, and it's going to pull that panel with it a little bit, and all of that is good. Okay. So we needed that. How am I going to disconnect this?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I can't cut this panel, and it's... Oh, no, it is actually 100% loose. Never mind, we're good.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Oh, I should... Sorry, I should hit the thruster cap, because, like... That thing's probably... Well, no, it's probably not connected to the thruster cap anymore, right? It was just held in place by the locking mechanism. I can probably draw it free. Yeah, never mind. We're good. It's weird that that's not fastened a little bit more, given, you know, this is the part of the ship that's generating all the force and... But whatever.
Processing
There
object.
we go.
Applying credits to account.
Okay. How did we disconnect this last one? That's right. I just cut all the beams holding it to the floor. That might be a little bit more challenging this time. Because there's not actually a connector here. I can just delete this panel? How much money was that?
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
34. That's, you know, it's not nothing. Did expose... Ooh. Okay, we are loose. Cool. Give this a couple of tethers. That's gonna go really wide.
Salvage deposit.
That was
accepted.
way too much English on that.
Object processed.
All right, I feel like I'm getting pretty good at taking these apart. It's getting faster and faster. Let's go depressurize the front and start dealing with the generator. I might not have time to get it all right now, but actually the very first thing I should do is scour the front section for that rod we need.
Airlock depressurizing.
Because I think there's a good chance that if I depressurize the section of the ship that it's in explosively,
Pressurizing.
we're going to end up either destroying it or shooting it out into space in a way that's unrecoverable. Weaver, you will always be a mystery to me. A mystery wrapped in an enigma. Aha! There you are. Alright. Truck's ready for an upgrade. Good, good, good. So I think I'm going to do the same thing I did with the last one, where I just delete a door. And we'll see how much damage that does. Once again, though, trying to grab as many ship parts as I can aforehand. You know, I can... Here, we can do a pretty safe job of disconnecting this piece, at least.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Let's float this forward. Okay. Alright, so a casual $8 million shift, no big deal. Is Lynx a pun? No. No, why would you think that? What would the wordplay even be? Okay. Let's go do some ship doctoring.
Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message.
Hooray.
The last 10% of a job takes as much
Why-
energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Why is the image for environmentally conscious just a barcode?
Looks like you're trying to operate on your ship. Would you like help with that?
Oh, I get it. I didn't understand that Shippy was a take on Clippy until he said that.
Successful transplant. Nice job. Your ship's vitals are improving. Keep it up.
Ooh, now we need an ion coil, which we will find in thermal spreaders, provided that we don't, chop them into tiny little pieces. Okay, that's a thing we can be on the lookout for. And we're not going to jump into another shift here, because from this point, cutting that ship up is pretty straightforward. So what we will do instead is I will finish that one off camera, probably. Other stuff that I care about... I guess we only have 28 tokens. We're not going to be able to buy much of value. Yeah, even more strength is definitely a thing I should have focused on. Let's save tokens for that. So I think I'm going to call it right here then for today. And thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I will have this ship ripped apart, or, if some narrative happens, I'll cut y'all in, and we will see where it goes from there. I'm actually, I'm not sure how much more we're going to do. Obviously, the story's going somewhere, but it seems to be taking its sweet time at this point. But at the very least, I want to see what happens when we finish the ship doctor thing. So we'll keep working on that, and we'll see you then.